it up there, and then they do. Our first song is Lazy John. It's an Irish folk song that was adapted when immigrants brought it to America. There have been many variations of it, but the American arrangers Boone Alsbrook and Glenda Gooden learned this version from the Appalachian folk singer Carol Ponder, whose grandmother taught it to her when she was a young child in North Carolina. This rollicking, fun, and humorous arrangement is perfect for young choirs. And to make the piece more colorful and authentic to the Appalachian region, percussionists and instruments have been added, and you see them coming over here. Playing percussion this evening are Mr. Crazen. That's Mr. Crazen. He goes to many of the different elementary schools and teaches music. And Rick Peterson, she's our strings teacher for our elementary kids. And then Alex Miller, Mr. Miller, Alex Miller. He's a music student teacher from UW Stevens Point. He's working with Mr. Baumgartner over at EP Rock. We hope you enjoy Lazy John. Wonderful music teachers. When I'm done, then you can applaud, but I want them to stand when they hear their names so you know where they are. Mrs. Linda Waldron from North Hudson, Mrs. Lindsay Yench from Willow River, Mrs. Megan Anders from Rivercrest, Mrs. Amy Gallick from Prairie Elementary, Mrs. Marcia Sherman from Holden Elementary, Mr. Daniel Baumgartner, our accompanist from EP Rock Elementary, Mr. Paul Crazen, out here, see where I'm stuff. There he is, okay, here we go. And he's at various schools. Mrs. Rick Peterson, the strings teacher. Where's she going? Come on, Rick. You can't imagine all the things that these teachers have done to make this day happen for these young people. And they deserve the big round of applause you can give them. It's certainly a little more serious song. It's called A Song Sung Once by American composer Amy F. Vernon. It's a lyrical piece with a beautiful text about the importance of a song. It can rise up and touch our hearts. It can be a blessed thing. It can be a joy to sing. A song can help us thrive and breathe and grow. To find a song with those qualities and then not sing it again is as cold as a wanderer alone. We hope you enjoy A Song Sung Once. Like they don't know on stage, they heard it. Oh, this mic is going off and on. And then we work out our bow, and then they're mixing that up. But you know what? This is their first time. So this is, I just find it kind of refreshing to see the innocence of these young singers. And then you saw the chamber choir. Well, they're just like, everything's in place. But this is where they learn it. So thank you so much for supporting your children. Beautiful Rain by Janet Gardner. It was set to the text of a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Longfellow lived from 1807 to 1882. He was a college professor, and he was one of the most popular poets of his day. Most of his works were lyric poems, which are known for their musical nature. Some of his famous poems are The Song of Hiawatha, Paul Revere's Ride, and Evangeline. The lyrics of this piece are taken from his poem called Rain in the Summer. Once again, we've added more color to the piece with percussion instruments, played by Mr. Crazen, Mrs. Peterson, and Mr. Miller. We hope you enjoy the beautiful rain. The joy of working with your children over the past month, and again all day today, is absolutely what keeps me doing what I'm doing. And I've been doing it and been doing it. And some of you, I know your parents out there, and you were in my choirs years ago. I just love what I'm doing. I loved it then, and I love it now. And thanks to this kind of enthusiasm. These young people today were respectful, they were focused, they were willing to take musical guidance and direction, they were funny, and their energy was really contagious. Thank you for realizing the importance of music in the life of your child, and thank you for supporting them through all the extra rehearsals and listening to those rehearsal CDs. And last but not least, thank you for the privilege of allowing me to work with your children. It was a great joy, and I am honored. I love these kids. At the end of the concert tonight, the singers will stay on stage to give you a chance to take some photos of the whole group, if you'd like to do that. And after that photo op, they will be dismissed from the stage to pick up their coats if they need to pick them up in the cafeteria, and you'll find them out there if you haven't found them already. And their teachers have probably given them some other directions as well. Okay, our final song. Boy, the time has flown by. Gee, we worked harder, I thought. Anyway, This Land Is Your Land was written by Woody Guthrie. He's an American singer-songwriter. He was born in 1912 and he died in 1967. He wrote this song in 1940. It has since become a folk song favorite among people of all ages. Woody Guthrie traveled across the country with migrant workers during the Dust Bowl era, from California to Oklahoma, and he also saw this country by hopping freight trains. We don't do that too much these days, but they did back then, and he really did see the country from California to the New York Island. His musical legacy includes hundreds of political songs, traditional songs, children's songs, and ballads. We hope you've enjoyed our concert this evening, and hope you enjoy our closing selection. This Land Is Your Land.
This land is your land.
in front, thank you. And I want to see all these kids signed up for 6th grade choir next year. Okay, all right. We usually do have a choir of about 150 kids, so it's not unheard of, and they're certainly all welcome. And any child who is not in this 5th grade festival that's going on into 6th grade, they are welcome. There is no audition. That's how kids find out if they love to sing. So have them join choir. They can certainly be in band and choir and orchestra. Can't do all 3. You got to pick 2. Anyway, we are going to give you that photo op that I talked about. So maybe, I don't know what we need for lighting, maybe some more house lights. We'll get some of these stands out of the way. And thank you so much for a wonderful day for your kids. I would love to